Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Great efficiency in the early game. Right now they're looking to take a page out of that old playbook as they leverage their strong bot side of the map to secure themselves first dragon. With 113 on the bot side of the map, it makes a cross map for the Grubs a little bit harder. But 113 has found a way in.
All right.
Flashes.
Good smite. Does manage to make it over the wall. Maurang, though, still doing okay. Para's going to follow. Maurang likely to fall here, but he did get the objective he came for. Nuke trying to come in and snipe the kill with Severing Bolt. Flash out from Maurang to deny Nuke some gold, but he was for sure dead there either way. Perhaps just instant. Maurang trying to rotate around mid, hoping to catch out Nuke on the way. Dash in, flash forward on the ulti, a little bit awkward, trying to get tricky with it, but now just gets caught up anyway. Perfect use of the Petrifying Gaze, and down goes Nuke.
These are the type of ganks we like to see from Maurang. Nice pathing, circumvents the vision, and is able to set up the kill. Look back, and Maurang throws out the ulti. I mean, he dodged it.
Did dodge it.
But unfortunately for Nuke, there weren't many other places for him to go. But
yeah, well, you know, sometimes it's a hands diff, and sometimes it's a mind control diff. And Maurang got the mind control diffy there. Is execute, finding a little bit of lockup. Ice doing a lot of work in the individual fight. As 113 tries to make it the hell out, but he's already taken down. Paros needs to get out of there too. Maurang just in time to cover. Double buffs for Patrick, and in the extended fight, Rogue certainly
this dragon, but this will be a feat of strength heading over to Rogue.
Now it's all eyes on first tower. Kalista obviously known more for neutral objective control than how quickly she takes tower, but if either side fumbles a larger play, tower likely the next thing to be awarded. For now, Irrelevant creating a lot of pressure here on the bottom side. Might look to go all out. Good lockup coming for Execute. Buying a bit more time for the rest of the team to get there to stop him. Getting anything more in the 1v1 or 2v1 as Patrick shows up, and now needs to survive the dive. This is a rough dive. They need to bait the W, the Pathmaker, as they are unstoppable now. Flash in full, continuing all out from Irrelevant. That is not what you want to be doing! Again, this is why people like Cassante and Pro, is that W button. On top.
Look at this. Nuke already rotating down from the top side. Larson doesn't have this TP available, meaning that BDS will guarantee numbers advantage. Oh, 113.
Starting to fight. 113, that is not who you are looking for. You are still a very squishy tree. Instantly cut down. Lumberjack at him. But now the ulti from Hoya coming in is perfect. Nuke finds his man. Is going to lock up Patrick as well. The fall damage there. Paris looking for a little bit more. Ice and Nuke trying to get involved in the fight. Irrelevant pulling one back in the meantime. Larson's going to have to turn this all back on his lonesome. It's him and Maurang versus the world. Nuke, Ice, Irrelevant backing away. A good fight for BDS.
It's a team fight win because they had the numbers advantage.
It's nice to stick to your targets, but it does mean that when that Hui and Maokai are able to lay down so much magic damage, you're really so squishy. TP comes in, completed item for Larson, that's 2 under his belt. Are they going to be able to find this fight and get to soul point? Rogue certainly on the back foot as the objective starts to reset. The poke coming in from Nuke, but Rogue can just look for the engage here. Maurang ulti about to come out. 4K, are they willing to go for the 50-50? Adam just continuing to poke off to the side. Nice solar flare locking up Nuke. Instant follow coming from Larson. A clean combo to keep things going. Maurang looking for a little bit more, but again, it's Nuke still standing, blinking health bar, but it's not going to stop from keeping the fight going. Irrelevant has barely been touched. Ready to get back into the fight. One member lost on the side of Rogue. No one else has gone down.
Engage looked really promising for Rogue, but they couldn't quite convert it into a kill. 5 members of BDS. The health bars are low. Larson and Patrick looking very healthy. Maurang is looking to get some health back, trying to find a flank.
Okay.
Ulti.
Going in with the ulti. Gonna try to get the work done himself, but the shield coming in from Irrelevant is clutch. Adam now getting in behind him, but the dragon has been taken down. A good smite coming in from 113 in the first kill. Now Adam needs to get the hell out. Ulti already used in the fight. Irrelevant on the chase, and it's all falling apart for Rogue. Back and forth, but in the end, BDS again coming out on top.
BDS just dance around Rogue in the fight. While the roster may have changed, BDS's fundamentals of Rogue now find themselves on the back foot. 3.5k gold down. Atakan on the board. Irrelevant going to be the target once more. They've tried this a few times.
The damage from Larson is going to be crushing here. There's nothing he can do against the Casio. Grounded. He has no way out. Nice pick on the side lane coming in from Rogue, and Atakan potentially next on their list. Mid lane tower does go down, but they got good setup on the objective, and they're going to start at Kalista as well. Makes securing the objective that much easier.
Casio is just melting through this objective right now. But you've got to remember that starting this objective is a scary thing to do.
Ulti on to 113, trying to keep it out of the fight. Execute now going to follow, but the objective's still relatively healthy. Pull back. Aggro hasn't reset, but it's only 5k. A ton of spears in its back. They still might be able to secure it. Execute going to look to body block this one, but he'll likely lose his life in the process. The objective might be all that matters. Larson trying to bit more space, and now they're going to have the extra life to pull in. All of BDS immediately running. Nuke laying down the blue carpet to try to speed them out to safety, and Rogue walking away with voracious Adicon.
Ice goes inside it, but I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Quickly evacuates, and then when this Maokai ultimate comes through, watch Larson as he throws down the utility, chucks out the ultimate to try and keep 113 away. The 113 actually got closer than I thought initially. Very close to...
Mid lane just now getting picked up. Irrelevant already pushing in topside, so it's going to be tough to leverage this buff to the fullest.
I think BDS, given that they have so much of the map in their control still, all of their outer towers, as you rightly said, that's the first tower going down in favor of Rogue. I think they should be fine conceding a few things. They don't have to overfall. I mean, the pressure is on Rogue to reclaim some opportunity back. They're diving.
Going in, CC immune, but not immune to death, although he will be sent packing back to base. Execute withdrawing as well. Rogue getting very little. I think this is about the best you could hope for. It seems like Rogue point for the team overall, and Patrick wildly far behind this. Corki in past 2 items. Kalista, yes, she's still going to do well, but it's not crit scaling in terms of what she's going to bring to the table.
Here we go. Dragon's going to be started off by 113. Adam secures the top tower, has TP available. He's going to channel it now.
Bit of an awkward angle. BDS just walking away. They have the vision to see this coming. Not going to get caught out. Caught out, by the way. 3k lower. Going to be the 50-50 on the smite. In the end, the Corki going to be the one who grabs it. Adam going into the midst of the team, but it's just a meat grinder. He instantly gets deleted. Now Larson flashes forward, but this time they're ready for it. Quick reactions to instantly turn that one around. Malrang running as well. This is a complete disaster. Rogue desperate to make a play for the 2nd time in a row, but this time there's no additional life. There's no extra buff, and now Patrick's in trouble.
BDS just play the front to back beautifully. Patient, well executed. And Rogue just get dismantled. Another kill goes over to Nuke.
Wandered up top and got Adicon.
Yep.
I think everyone's painfully aware of the sneaky objectives being on the table, although Ice going to start this one knowing that he has the time and that Rogue really aren't in a position to contest. And Rogue, while they do have a fast Baron,
I'm surprised they even came here. Ice is now very low as well, taking a lot of damage from the Baron.
Waiting for more members of Rogue to walk away before they try to burst this down, but they know Malrang can see.
This is very awkward.
But good discipline that they haven't burned anything else. They're waiting for Execute to go down. Malrang now getting into the pit. Might just trying to keep hitting the Baron. I'm not sure what the plan is here because Rogue are now slowly being pushed back. Execute down. Nuke, godlike Malrang still in the pit. The rest of Rogue just trying to poke over the wall to stop their jungler from going down to hope to steal something back. But Paris coming in. Looking to get the job done. It's a bit of a split call from Rogue, but it doesn't matter. They get the Baron. They'll get the fight as well. Irrelevant there to take down Adam. Bit more damage onto Larson, but Archangel's keeping him healthy. It's all falling apart for Rogue here.
It's Rogue that actually pulled the trigger. BDS's patience pays off as Patrick now running for his life. Irrelevant is looking to run him down.
A lot of spears. Slow goes in, severing bolt. Nice backstep. Patrick, good movement.
He stays alive for now, but the Baron secured the team fight one. BDS in firm control can now look to begin their siege. Resets definitely need to come through, but they're going to secure this top tier 2 before the Ice. They've done a great job of just circumventing that threat, and it's been very difficult for Adam to really threaten that backline.
And it's so hard when you fall behind in a game like this too, because you lose that vision control. Larson forced to flash and retreat, Execute off to the side, at least getting a little bit of damage down on Nuke, and now Olaf on the chase. Bit of revenge coming in for Adam as Nuke tries to hold the line as best he can. Irrelevant might just be able to save him though, try to take Adam out of the exchange, but down goes his mid laner. Now it's Irrelevant versus Adam, but Adam in trouble. The rest of BDS trying to collapse. All of Rogue running away from their own base, trying to get out with just the pick, but they've already lost both their carries.
The best thing for BDS to do now is stop the bases. Paris and 113 can just keep throwing saplings into the brushes, interrupting these bases, and you can allow Ice to just break open the base. I feel like Ice should just be running towards the base right now. He doesn't need to be chasing for these kills. Perhaps the priority is on the Dragon instead. And it looks like that they're going to look to try and secure the Soul. Either way, another teamfight win for BDS. Adam finally finds a way onto the backline. He does take down Nuke, but you can see the cost of being able to find this.
Around the edges in a few areas, but once they make it into those fights, they've been nothing but consistent. Alti moving in. I might try to find the angle, but again, the range advantage just makes it so easy for BDS to just poke. If Rogue try to step up and contest, they're going to be losing 50% of their HP bar. So even the smallest step forward they need to be ready to turn it into a full engage, or they're just going to slowly lose this one.
Yes, it's just that much more durable with this Chem Soul at their back as well. The longer the fight goes on. Slowly sieging away, slow and steady has been the name of the game for BDS, not over-forcing, leveraging their range as you highlighted. They secure the bot inhibitor, they'll turn their attention towards mid lane, staying as a 5-stack for now.
Larson with death cap, but there's really no TP wards for him to get to. Malrang finding the initial engage onto Irrelevant, not ideal. Adam already ulting, but doesn't really have a target to stick to. His Ice goes 1v1 versus Patrick and clearly comes out on top. Bit of a shield to back him up from Nuke. Rogue with an 80 carry down. Minions coming in, an inhibitor already falling as well. A second likely to follow. It's all on Larson. No flash, but he does have the death cap.
I mean, he's going to have to find some crazy play to turn this one around. 1-1-3 drops the ulti.
Awkward, not maybe hitting those priority targets as Irrelevant gets a bit more space. Larson now in trouble though, good engage coming in from Paris. 1-1-3 now following up. AP Maokai might have enough damage as Larson desperately tries to hold on, but the Ignite stopping the healing, making sure the Rel can get the job done, and that is it. Rogue, some good looks in the early game, but ultimately BDS just better in the fights, more consistent, playing better together as a team. They will go 2-1. Week 1 of the LEC Winter Split.
An easy ace to round things out. BDS.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
The root connects. It's so easy for Carlson to try and finish the kill here, but Oscar in level 5. Carlson very low. Sheo gonna need to burn all of his cooldowns to try to stay standing here. Razor flashing in to try to get that jump done, and now Sheo and Ivern on his lonesome, but no damage to his...
They get the wave pushed underneath the tower, and it's Fnatic starting off their game with first blood.
This is the tough thing about Jace. Hold that thought, Estend. Now gonna go for the quick punish on Mickey. Mickey not gonna make it over the wall. So you get some good and you get some bad there. Mickey caught out. Waved on the good spot top lane. Just now resetting means Oscar gonna be late to the play. Even though he is ahead in the 1v1, it just shouldn't matter. But the smite is good. I don't think they should be able to grab 3 here. 200 health. They're gonna grab all 3. Team Heretics. You talked last game about Spectator, and it's just a bit unfortunate.
Awkward affair. The root comes through onto Razork.
Razork's still rooted. Fnatic still looking for this fight. Humanoid level 6. Pullback is good. Ulti good to follow as well. Double kill! Going in the blink of an eye. Humanoid kills 2. That was terrible.
I mean, zoning away Mickey and Oscar from the tower. Root connects. Mickey.
They don't have any damage. Black gets all their damage. Mickey's already under tower.
Oh, they
now
turn their attention.
Oscar caught out a little bit here, trying to queue back, flashing to safety. Mickey trying to body block what he can, but there's not really a lot that can be done. Oscar taking over to level 8 though, luckily, and
Mickey gets 6.
trying to get something else. TP now going in topside. Oscar locked up, gets the queue back into Sheo. Good initial burst damage, but now Mickey's going to be in trouble. Fnatic overcommitting a bit there to try and save Oscar.
Yeah, they really want...
Has 10 to cover.
Heretics is going to start this one off.
And
No TP available for Oscar. TP is up for Carlson. I think Fnatic, they don't have the numbers to contest this.
Elsewhere on the map, Upset just now able to move up. It looks like they're going to try and start the fight. Initial disengage coming in from Razork. Razork trying to lock one up. In the meantime, though, Mickey now getting started, but a lot of skills missing. A little bit chaotic here. Ulti now coming in from Humanoid. First kill coming in. Shut down there. Sten taken out as well. Sheo, Camilo trying to get the kill back onto Humanoid, but the flash out is just in time. Mickey will finally go down. Humanoid trapped in the pit with his ultimate, but getting some damage back. Upset. Where's the Q going to go? Only onto Carlson. Razork there in the meantime. Messy back and forth fight. Upset going in to get one more. Camilo in trouble. The Vara should just be able to finish it. Double kill for Upset right next to the grub pit as Razork looks to grab all 6 grubs and complete the feats of strength.
It's a 4 versus 5, and Fnatic end up getting everything. The bot tower is getting absolutely demolished as well. Fnatic able to outplay Heretics and get away with murder.
The fact that they also get 6 grubs and now bottom tower.
Yep, they get everything. Fnatic get absolutely everything right here. Flacket gets absolutely melted. Stend is taken out of the fight. And now it is a 4v3, but we have to cut back to live.
Razork starting off with the ulti. Sten going to do what he can to body block. Camilo going to backstep, not to get caught. They should be able to escape. Sten might be sacrificed here. Likely to be. Sheo, Redemption, giving a bit more health. The finish is there. Again, Team Heretics just too damn weak. Ulti now coming in. Mickey going to fall with an ulti of his own. Camilo just no room to play. Desperation ult to at least clear the way, but Fnatic merciless. We saw this pace of game against Vitality yesterday. You don't have great vision coverage. You don't have enough damage to burst through Upset's health bar. Sten now in trouble. All the rest of his team is recalling. Camilo now moving over to cover. In the meantime, Fnatic are also grabbing an objective at the same time. And this is the thing, when you're this far behind, You don't have to commit all 5 members to do anything. It's so easy for Fnatic to have their cake and eat it too.
Uh-oh.
Sheo. That's not your jungle anymore. Long range root, immediate follow-up. Redemption will get a little bit of health back, but the Q out from Razork to deny that initial healing. Carlson now trying to follow up on a Humanoid. Humanoid could be in trouble. This would be a big shutdown, but already the first kill goes down. The rest of Team Heretics scrambling to cover, but Mickey might just look for the engage. Upset over the wall, does have ulti available if they want to keep this one going. Nice snipe from Upset means he's on a rampage. 4-0-4. The opposition left wanting as Oscarinen take down top lane tower too, and we've seen this before. Big team fight, 4v5.
If Carlson can find a nice flank, there's opportunities, but Fnatic just have so much distance that they can play with.
Mickey Q flash into the W, hit confirming there, and Camilo, sadly, for what feels like the 3rd time in a row, just forced to ult a lot this season thus far, where Fnatic are so wildly far ahead that it is difficult to push the game forward in a meaningful way once you knock down these tier 2s.
Goodness, yeah, they're just
Razork. Got a poke, Sten now firing back. Upset's ult gonna trigger onto Carlson, locking him down. Camilo there, but again, he used his ult in the previous play. Humanoid gonna fire his ult out. Carlson now in trouble. They don't have quite enough damage to finish the kill, but they're just taking pot shots. They're not scared at all.
Carlson is just dying, and what can he do? There's absolutely no option for him as he's being chipped away. Man is playing PvE right now. He's been involved in one of the team's 12 kills. That doesn't mean he has been useless in this game. As
Strong pressure point is Flack.
At this point, I mean, what's there to say? Team Heretics are just making blunder after blunder now, overstaying in the lane. Easy kills for Fnatic as they just pick them apart.
And this is, I mean, this is such a difficult position for rookies to be in, right? Obviously, with the ERLs, you get more of a chance to practice at a deficit because you've had these stage games and stage experiences, but this kind of deficit, really tough to do anything. The math is just stacked against you, even if you play perfect. A lot of situations where you could have found an advantage or killed a support just don't exist anymore.
The Halo blades there. The idea is you quickly...
1,000 gold lead on his team. He would 100% die for being that far forward.
That's why he's doing it, Dracos.
Very
he
true.
has the ultimate from the Maokai to zone them away.
Oh, locked up. Chalk blast from just so far away.
Turn their attention back towards the objective, and I mean, what else is there to say? Fnatic systematically dismantling.
Whether this goes right or wrong, you have to do wacky stuff when you're this far behind. You're not coming back on a normal play. He does know. Oh, he spotted 2.
Yeah.
Oh, the jig is up. Time to get out. Oh no, Mickey. Oh.
You get a bit of vision.
And this is one of the things about Leona that I don't like as much, even though she has a lot of strengths, is she's doesn't have that 5
Razork's going all in.
Razork at least rooted to stop any further follow-up. Body block, a bit of healing coming in from the Redemption, but Oscarinen over the wall, gonna do a bit. Mickey now following up the combo. Humanoid there to do the damage. Upset there as well. Easy for the carries as Upset's just speeding through. That's the opportunity movement speed. Fine with that Ghost Blade. Double kill now. Fnatic haven't lost anybody yet, and it's 2 down on the side of Team Heretics.
Combos are lethal as well. Rel plus Hui. Oh, yeah. Walked into a brush that you did not have vision of. Upset goes godlike.
They're going to get this 3-piece combo.
They are going to get the 3-piece combo.
I think it's I'm going to say first time in competitive history. Don't know. Haven't watched
steal a kill from Humanoid this time around. Ends up getting the double. Uh-oh, Camilo. He's in danger.
Upset flash forward. Aggressive use of the cooldowns. Down he goes. Now the base defense is going to be that much harder. Camilo behind anonymization, but might have been able to clear out some of these waves. That said, Baron's still not up. Sheo probably dead here.
I think he's dead, yeah.
Summons Daisy. A million pieces of poke
killed off
from sources that he cannot see. Nice Q back, though. He did get tricky with it. Credit to him. If they weren't turbo far ahead, that would have been the kind of movement that would have kept him alive.
What an absolute slaughter from Fnatic. This is the level of play that I think Fnatic fans were hoping to see. They were a little concerned after day 1, but they bounced back strong. 2-1 is going to be how they round out their first week of the LEC as Mickey sets his sights on the Nexus turrets.
Nexus now likely to fall. Really nothing Team Heretics can do. Might not even be a consolation kill available for them, especially as the buff remains on the Fnatic lineup. False life there, available. Fnatic are not going to drop a member in this siege. They might send a few members back to base, but as long as they hit the Nexus, they shouldn't lose anybody. Finally, 1 false life buff down. They're killing them in the fountain. 2 have now withdrawn. Blackhead likely to fall as well. 1 more. Q going in. Fnatic chance starting.
I mean, this is just bullying.
This is bullying. They're being cyberbullied. There it is. Fnatic win the game. Well played across the board. Team Heretics. Cross that.
Quite a strong player. We didn't really get to see much yesterday because Vitality were already in the ground about 10 minutes in, but I'm excited to see what he can pull off when he's...
Doesn't look like we're going to have any sort of lane swap scenarios, though. More just everyone spanning out. Elyoya trying to get some vision on towards Vitality. They would have liked to get a ward down, just to spot out where Linces is, but now Elyoya actually...
Charms
great charm.
And it's a W as well. Dagda, that's an easy first blood. Beautiful setup from Vitality.
Beautiful setup from GiantX.
We're getting close to level 6s here for the all-in.
But I do love stuff like this because I think that's what's going to catch people off guard. Now, Alvaro being here is probably going to catch Hilly off guard, though.
Yeah, off guard, off guard. Shattering Strike, just a bit out of range from Alvaro.
He said on guard, but kind of missed everything, so it didn't really work out as well as he was like, but oh, Hilly.
Okay, now he's off guard, Dagda. He's also offside, I think, because Hilly just runs back to safety net. Here's Jojo as well, Ignite down, and he just used his disengage. His flash is down as well. Jojo with his kill. And that time he's offside as well. And
look at the top though, Vi going on towards Jojo Kyun.
Watching that. Knock up there. Jojo sees Linces and Vault Breaker away. Grub still being taken by Movistar Koi.
Yeah, this is the issue. I don't think you can really contest. Super going to get a ton of damage onto Hilly. And now, TP from Jojo. Was it TP? Was that just a race?
He goes back and Linces walks right in. It's a trap. But imagine me with a fish head saying it as Movistar Koi. They're going to have free access to the grubs now as well.
Yeah, great pick. Again, Vitality just weren't in a position to go for this. Even if in an even fight, I don't know if they could really match up. And now, Garzi taking a little bit of hurt, but Alvaro just going to walk away.
Oh.
Public execution, nice dodge from Jojo.
It really was, wasn't it? I mean, Jojo, this game has been playing so well, but how does he get out of this one? The answer is
Vitality able to get the cross map. I'm just curious if Movistar Koi can maybe put up for a bit of a plate in mid lane as a response to this, but Vitality, 2 dragons at least. Not the worst of starts, but it's just that 2k gold lead set up on this bottom side. I think you can look for pushing mid with Corky and then start to lean on bot, which is why Vitality trying to defend.
It's Hilly himself moving in Tribrush, trying to contest with the vision, but Magnet Storm is the turn. You see the flash away from Linces because there was some Strangle Thorns about to be on the way. Elyoya sending out the Tangle Barbs himself, and Vitality are still on edge, but Hilly's just sitting there waiting. I'm not sure. Quickness in, maybe a bait, maybe a ruse. It was! Jojo ultis out. GiantX follows through, gets a reset, gets a flash, the charm, and Elyoya burns his 2. Hilly's getting hit some wild thorns on the way out, while Super now has to pick apart the pieces, but Vitality have won that fight. They've subverted expectations, and Hilly, bit of a beta.
Yeah, nicely done by Hilly, catching people out, and now Mirwin in trouble on top side.
How much though? Nako not thinking about the ulti for now. Wave just going to call in.
Yeah, you're just going to continue to push in, but you can still look to poke down underneath the tower. You got that shield, see? You go in for a quick trade and just continue to work Mirren's health bar down. Makes it very difficult for Mirren to stick around, especially if you know the Linces and that are starting to make their way up towards his top side.
That was shield bash damage. Dagda with grasp. It's pretty disgusting, honestly. It's like getting hit in the face by a peanut, you know? All the head. So that's where that lead at the top of your screen is coming from right now. It'll shorten a little bit thanks to the fact that this turret is going to go down to Vitality, but yeah, Elyoya is strong. Seeker's Armor Guard second as well. Note for the next fight. While Herald is now spawned in top and...
Going to check because Nako is actually doing well on the opposite side. Now they're looking for Jojo.
He's going to go back to his soul. Linces runs in. It's buffered by the ulti, but there's the cease and desist. Charm underneath turret. GiantX is tanking up, and he gets out in the end. Now Alvaro wants to seal the deal on a return trade, but Linces, even with the Ignite down, there's not enough damage yet. This is the problem. Rel is getting the slow down. Dagda says, hang on a minute, there's a dog on the way. That floating little woofer in Super is now in range. Cease and desist. Look at the blockage. Linces just walks into brush. He's now dead. And Turret will take care of him while Super gets the kill credit in his first of the game.
Super with the toe beans of doom there, making his way down to the bottom side of the map. Anyway, as Vitality going to move up. What?
Elyoya just popped his Seeker's Armor Guard by accident in front of Dragon. I love our observer just disappeared from that as soon as he saw it, by the way.
No, it's, yeah, you see something you're not supposed to immediately just move the camera away. We don't want
to... Quick feet with the flash in the end. GiantX out, but that turret might drop because of it.
It 100% will, and not a huge amount invested either. Alvaro went for the ultimate, because if you get that kill, that just sets you up for the Atakan take, but they're going to be happy out. Hilly now taking some damage off Super.
He used W, he has no flash available, but Super's scared to chase. He's deep in enemy territory here. Koi are going to help get the red buff, though, in the end, and Elyoya is they're not stopping here. Herald in hand. Koi really taking advantage of one simple play.
Yeah, and there's nothing that you can really do here as Vitality. They're going to be trying to defend, but Nako only on reset. Mirwin going to try and interrupt, gets that interrupt on the bottom side, so this is
He moves to mid, has inside turret access, but no demolish up and available. Mirwin only with the chunk.
But that's huge for Vitality. Nako's still pushing him bottom. He kept his TP. Now the
Cease and desist on the Super. The 80 carry caught out. They all jump in the back line, but Super's not knocked up. He was pushed forward by Linces and Hilly got baited in. Koi get the opening kill of the fight. And you saw there, Dagda, the Q from Linces didn't sync up with Hilly.
And now they want to just try and keep getting this poke down. Now, Mirwin doesn't have the teleport to try and come back into this fight, so Movistar Koi just want to try and play it slow, make sure there's no window.
For now, as I see all the summoners drop down, the Dragon being the cost is quite nice here. Koi going to match 2 for 2. And Ocean Soul, remember, with 2 Ocean Dragons stacking up nicely. And great wave clear from Super as well, while Kazi denied access to this outer turret once more.
Yeah, this is, again, Super is so good at clearing out these waves, so now they don't know where Movistar Koi is. Jojo Pyun now moving up towards the top side. They'll have vision that he's gone, but do you feel comfortable with the dive, Super?
Under turret, he's there. He's early, but doesn't matter. The perfect execution makes a public version right down for the shutdown. Now numbers advantage is big as it pays off, and Alvaro's ulti on the return puts them in trouble. I'm looking at Koi now because they're in this choke in a very bad spot as Hilly gets a knockup, gives the kill over. Mio in the tank wants something and he gets a flip, granted, but what can Elyoya do? At half HP, Vitality run away, but 2 members dead.
Alvaro goes forward here with Mirwin to try and keep the rest of the carries off, but Hilly, he's fine, he'll W out of this.
Yep.
Won't W out of this.
He just sent out Dagda. What have you done?
Sorry. Didn't, yeah, alright. Well, Hilly goes down.
Yeah.
Now you have no support for your engage for these potential. Okay, oh, he's gone!
These wards are hurting Vitality just after a great flank from their jungler. They come back. 2 now.
For Movistar Koi, plus then taking down some of these turrets. That's such a huge swing off of these 2 picks.
I mean, Elyoya finds a Vitality here in this game. They found flanks before. It looks like they're trying to do it again.
But the entire team is flanking, which means there's not really anything flanking. They're just going to fight a front to back now.
Knock, knock. Hilly runs away.
It's Nako.
It's one of those lines you're like, could have had that, you know? Could have been mine. And Nako is here. He's just dealing with Mirwin. Or he's going to ignore him and get the turret. You know, it always, you know, Curly from the Three Stooges used to make that noise. You know, knock, knock. You're like, unavailable. I see a pick.
I don't think you can, though, because you've still got that Adacom buff, so
yeah,
you just take the fight and you're happy out regardless.
True shot. Alvaro looks for an engage. Koi is still thinking, what can we do? Mirwin gets a flip back, and remember, those Adacom buffs are going to outlive the Baron at this rate. Good ulti here from Jojo. Hilly almost dies. Running into it, and Mirwin, you can see, doesn't care. Perfect all out with the Stranglethorns in the middle, and as he goes over the wall, they still haven't expended the extra life. The Koi is swimming nice.
And now Karzi just wants to try and poke them down, see if he can delay this at all. The TP was used by Jojo Pyun to get in. If they can kill him, he can't get back, but there's just nothing there. They will take mid lane tower as some solace, but this game is slipping very quickly out of their hands.
It really is, and even though it's been competitive and I've enjoyed the journey of this game, however slow the kills have been, you know, I have to come back and say that every single time we get in a fight with Elyoya, like, the damage is obvious.
Playing dive, trying to jump in onto the Zyra is next to impossible. He gets locked up, great engage from Alvaro. Jojo as well, great positioning here to threaten on.
I think that Koi looked to close this out. I have to say that Jojo has now had another fantastic performance.
Yeah. I mean, look, let's be real. The Ahri was a couple of pixels wide on the charms, but in general, was quite impactful in that game yesterday as well. So I think Jojo's been a great addition. Vitality, though, at least did sneak away this Ocean Dragon, so won't be a 3rd Ocean Dragon yet for Movistar Koi, but I think the real problem, again, is just this Baron buff is going to wreck any structures that they have outside the base and make it impossible for them to contest.
Elyoya's conversion on turrets as well with those autos, you can see it just does so much work, and outer turret, inner bot, both gone. In mid as
He's
well,
in position, so you can't really find those moments to kick back against them.
They're set up here in the proof of the pudding, right? As Mirwin's going to be the target. I mean, Kazi has the damage to start taking him down, but he's going to take a while to flip back the arcane shift right into him. And now get ready for some true damage. However, flashing away, he knows he's about to die. And shutdown given over to Kazi. Vitality, there's one pick. It might open up the game as Kazi's damage on Elyoya. Very insurmountable right now. Flash away from GiantX Charm as the ulti still comes through. Cease and desist, public execution, another shutdown. But in the backline, look at Jojo. He found a two-man ulti. He's bringing the fight back until Kazi says, nah, bugger it. I'll carry the game myself.
There's the pick that Vitality needed. They started with the tankiest
point, but as you said, getting some gold in their back pocket to catch up, maybe to these fourth items, which Kazi was already there. But looking at GiantX specifically is...
Start quite back away from these kind of dangerous areas, like getting vision set up in this top side, being able to contest on mid-wave. Super creeps are going to do their work in the top end though, and again, someone does need to deal with that on Vitality, or else they have to look for the engage.
There is some good poke onto Super, so it might set up an angle here as Linces once again trying to get back behind, but now he walks away. Charm doesn't connect, and I'm waiting for something big to start from the likes of Alvaro, who's got his flash available as well, mind you, but one thing is Dagger as the flip comes in. GiantX ulti's out. Fate Seal though catches the superhero 80 carry. He's almost dead until Super comes in and shuts him down. There's another kill onto GiantX, and that's what they needed to get back into the position they're in.
I cannot believe Jojo managed to catch both of the carries for Vitality. The words were on the tip of my tongue to say, it's so mobile, there's no way you can hit them, but Movistar Koi find a way, and now can Linces answer?
Oh, he's trying onto Super again. Public execution gets into the back line, and Nuck is doing work. Super flashes away though, but they've run out of their damage. Their two carries are down. And Koi with their import mid laner with the NA superstar, the youngest LCS champion, are about to win their second game of the LEC Winter Split. As Jojo under turret cares not, and with that turret dropping down as well, Koi move on to the last. Linces left standing, but for how much longer? The ace comes through, and Koi take down the B, secure the...
So, the problem is, when you're already with a good rotation now, you just end up with Rahel matching into Hansama while being down on items because he hasn't got a good reset off and had to start with tiers. So it's been really, really weird.
Might get to prove it a little bit here as Zenithblade taken over. Rika does actually get level 6 now. Lavrov is the target. They want something, but Shattering Strike delays the engage onto Skumon. Shield of Daybreak, a Javelin toss, Fate sealed. Rika doesn't connect. Its flashes burn, but a Zenithblade, a follow-up. SK are getting something from this play, and it will be Lavrov in the end who sacrifices his life so Skumon lives. Oh no! The Javelin toss hits him in the booty.
Caps didn't move. It was actually the full rotation from SK to get into position. Now Hansama, he's going to fall underneath this tower as well. Broken Blade has no TP to get here.
Ooh.
Neither does Caps.
These would be stacks tonight. This will be a big kill. Hansama needs to get something in return. He flashes, but under turret, Isma's got his name. 3 kills. All the way to just steal this from their hands. Javelin toss connects, and G2 are angling themselves. You see Broken Blade ready to send out the Keeper's Verdict, get a disengage at 1.5. It's going to be a Dragon Seal for Isma, but he has to get nearby. Teleport bringing in as well, but the Smite already gone down. The Fate Seal, though, connects perfectly. Skumon in a lot of trouble, but against the wall, Broken Blade denies it being clean. Isma gets a kill once again, but Rika is slapped. Dragon's not up for a while, Grub's not up for a while. It is nice when you talk in the early game because sometimes there's no objectives stacked up. It's rare. But imagine having no objectives on the map. I'm telling you, we need another buff. Let's put in a green buff.
Yeah. Atakan's twin brother for, what is it, like 7 minutes in the game?
Yeah. What does he give? A little GA, only a minute this time, as GiantX turret dive is going to kick us off. Skumon is not in yet, the all-out use, and Broken Blade didn't even tag him up until now. Oh! That was delicious. I don't know, clean out opponents.
I think look, they are still getting to grips with the new roster.
They are.
And I think saying they are the worst team in LEC, for example, Mr. Hysterics.
Zenith Blade, it catches up. Actually, Broken Blade might be dead. He flashes away, but he's going to get ranged here. A flash to match the auto, and down he goes with the turret, which leads them into the feats of strength. Saw it on the little overlay there. That I believe its bottom outer turret actually fell before mid.
Yeah, So they got first tower, and G2, I was about to say, need to start this up because they want to get that TP bird from GiantX, and at least if they're going to have to fight the 5v5, get something early.
Loopy sends up with a Zenith Blade while G2 are killing Baron's younger sister. For now, G2 ignore it as Broken Blade. Remember, he was here first. Loopy is caught unawares and gives the cash into
that's not the
Summer.
TP. That's not the TP.
It's unstoppable, but not when Steadfast Presence is up and available. GiantX has to flash away as well as G2 now play their own version of front to back, and Caps starts electrocuting Rahel. He gets Fate Seal, he flashes away, and Rika wants to get out of his own way, but Lebrov keeps him in place, and Isma has to walk up, now walk away. Hunsummer's ready to pounce.
GiantX got Skumon though, so it is a 1-for-1 and all said and done. Now the TP coming back from Rahel to force G2 back. Rift Herald was not taken, it just immediately turns on towards Skumon. So I'm trying to see, yeah, because it looks like there was poke damage from Rahel and Isma immediately that took him low, but now Loopy caught out.
Yeah, he is once again. He burned his flash in the last trade, so this is a free kill for G2, and you know, Caps is just going to take this in a second. That's the second kill for the victor here. Caps still ahead.
Yeah, it's a big mistake from Loopy.
This game by talking about how strong Isma was, and Dagny, you're very right when you talked about the impact that this Nidalee could have in this game. They've summoned the Rift Herald, by the way, as well, just to add a bit of priority in that bot side. Teleport being used by Caps just to get a bit closer, set up for this fight. Loopy again is the first target. He's the front line, but Broken Blade gets knocked back. Rika, though, a two-man is perfect, but Caps walks it out. GiantX all out, but now he's squishy, and he's without the rest of SK. He sacrifices his life, but gives a shutdown, or rather a catch in, and a dragon. I thought SK were going to finish it, Dagda, but Isma walked it away, and SK just didn't want to stay.
It was a great ultimate from Rika. Now going to see if he can get on towards Broken Blade, but he's just too tanky. And the problem was, Rika, the ultimate was class. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But Loopy missed the Solar Flare in the follow-up, which meant that they couldn't really stay in the fight to finish off those low-health members. So G2 end up taking the fight, and now getting so much more.
Flash shove against the wall. Caps with a storm for Rika. A double kill over to the mid lane.
They can just continue to play out the wave states and wait for potential mountain soul for themselves.
Loopy again is the engaged. Solar Flare missed again, Dagda. He flashes away, but where's he gonna go? Skumon takes his kill credit. Over the wall, Lebrov gets a Magnet Storm while GiantX is slowed down, stunned up. Rika, he gets his ulti again. It's onto Caps, but no one else there. A storm of chaos peruses like a bookshelf from hell. Rahel runs back. The turret is friend, but peaceful on Summoner's Rift. That's because
it got real quiet
the
real
curse of Atakan has been lifted. This guy, not great. Anyway, he won't admit it on broadcast, but Dagda is a little bit spicy, and I will say that as G2, they've been spicy in this game thanks to the fact that their mid and 80 carrier fed. Pushing up sides, Caps is now just using Broken Blade with an ulti.
Oh my god, that
Rika! Holy. Well, flash away. Rika, see you later. Oh, Lebrov is dead.
He's fine. He's just going to go
withdrawing
straight back to base.
What do you think happens when you withdraw?
You go back to base.
Yeah.
I think it literally you can see it on screen.
Not
Hansam's going to need to.
No, but I mean, like, you know, like in life, Rika is about to die if he stays there. Good thing he dodged away.
They do lose the tier 2 mid though. I just would like to point out. So CJ, that's where you go.
That's yeah.
But the tower doesn't have false life, so it's not going to go back to base.
No.
It's
so what happens to the
gone.
turret when it dies?
I don't think it has a soul, but I don't know if we're going that deep
Can't
into
say
it.
that. How do you know? You telling me
it wasn't in the patch notes, so that's all I have to go off of.
Small text, buildings have souls. Cap still with a GA, yeah, he can do this. He doesn't care. Broken Blade can also do this, he cares not. I mean, G2 all of a sudden, just because they've got Atakan, they're in control, and they're going to teleport in, Dagda.
Hell has TP as well, though, so he's actually going to join in.
Guess who's the target again? Loopy at half
That's
HP.
Very far forward for
It is right in the middle of everything, and it creates a Magnet Storm, Chaos Storm. SK are unborn. A double over to Caps as it holds the Rift. Hot damn, that's some electricity as Rika gives over the first pentakill of LEC 2025.
Feel Caps' storm scorn on the bottom lane as G2 will pick up. It was already an uphill battle. Now it's just an avalanche immediately onto that area. The CC, the storm is immediately getting wider thanks to the extra kills. And it takes up the entire lane. Reeker knows he's done for. Does what he can. But there was just nothing you could
seen
do.
those Cho'Gath with like 10k stacks or something taking big. SK or a 5-man group now looking for an angle to find a pick, but they'll get nothing of the sort. G2 with an inner turret top, that's now down. Broken Blade is using Baron to push in mid, and he's drawn the attention of 2 people. That opens up windows here. G2 getting engaged on. Rika thinks better of it. The next wave start crashing in.
There's very little they can do. You can see SK running back towards their Nexus turrets, but I don't think they're really going to keep themselves either. Skewmon just poking with the wind becomes lightning, threatening and engage. But G2, they got what they came for, and mid lane's next in the cards.
Caps get a double penta. That's what we wait for. I mean, this Victor's capable of it. As SK look, they're going to get slowed down, and here he comes again. Loopy flashes away, doesn't want to get gravity field. Magnet Storm is beautiful. Let's just do it again, Dagda. But this time it's hard to get the double kill, but hell, you still see that Chaos Storm owning the rift. GiantX moves to the fountain, but G2 in 28 minutes say enough is enough. Ending week 1 with a win. We see this roster pull it all together to end out their debut.
Turns out if you give Caps the most broken mid laner on the patch, those ultimates are unstoppable. So it doesn't really matter in the Poppy's grand scheme of things. And it's only when they get in already onto these key targets that it's going to make a difference. So I'd say, but
So
it's the experience as well. He's level
really
2.5. Lots about to tick over to 4, and now Yike going to fall behind again.
Losing his own jungle now. Closer doesn't have a smite available, so he's going for the kill. A bit of health gain, but Yike, a permafrost flashing out because under turret's the only safe place to be. Vladdy's now coming to help out, but he's low on mana too. A flash, shove into the wall. Targamas at level 2, he's matched. Permafrost, no blast cone for you. And Closer seals the deal.
So now you're getting the the map as well, where his blue is up, where his wolves are up, and make sure he's in a good spot. And that's what KC are expecting. But Vladdy isn't expecting Closer to come in behind him. There is an award though.
There is a ward. He's trying to bait it out because Targamas is there, but Permafrost again. It's easy with melee. Vladdy's gonna die. Jackies gets the kill.
Getting his top side camps, moving in towards his bot side to get Raptors and Krugs, whereas you don't really have the luxury of a huge amount of these up for Yike. His bottom side at least is starting to respawn, but so it's only Yike who's trying to hold on to this bot side turret at the moment.
Power of XL, huh? GiantX, great early game. Flash, Yike tries to buffer it. He does so well, actually, but here's Closer. As easy as that, as Noah dunks down the ball.
That was so well called by GX, which at least gives a push for Super, sorry, not for Super, for Kalist in mid. Super played for us yesterday, so it's in my brain.
Nah, you're
but yeah, so they'll be able to move over with Yike now to just take that mid, the dragon. So, and also get that bot lane turret. So, even though Yike, it looked a little funky, just drawing enough attention to open up plays for KC.
Right, Dragon is the trade. Second one for KC here. You think LPL would have it? I just don't remember LPL having it. Ulti. Oh, Kalist.
Oh, that connected.
Yeah, that was a funky hitbox.
I think caught Kalist by surprise as well, but has the cleanse. Jackies has the Q3.
He buffers,
okay,
that's
nice.
what he does, but the cease and desist also buffered. Yone, is he fair? Start voting in the chat.
He didn't even have to use the E. Just the rest of his kit, but now Lot going to put on pressure as the Rift Child is used in mid to crack open that turret. So Lot invested by KC towards that top side, and it's still GiantX slowly but surely clawing open this goal.
In this game or not?
No.
Okay.
And also it's the Lords, it's a Noxus general who was in charge of Mordekaiser, I think it was.
Yeah, there is Mordekaiser.
No, Mordekaiser was the general.
Oh, Jordan dead. Big ulti's used. Chains of Corruption and Vile.
Weaver's Wall, if you really want to go for this.
Yeah, I mean, there is vision there. You're right, Weaver's Wall going to bring in Closer right to the pit, but it doesn't matter at the edge of patience. They hold it, and they smite Atakan to get the GAs. GiantX with a big objective in this game.
GX are getting a little jittery there, forced the TP from, and then you've got what seems like great team fight carries. Jackies and Noah have actually been spectacular. Noah looks extremely comfortable on the Corki, and here is Jackies.
Yeah, here he is. Vladdy, seismic shove, but Jackie's close to killing him, flash away. But remember, he's got another life. Yike comes in trying to help out Vladdy, but with the cease and desist seismic shove, Jackie's buys a bit of time. He withdraws, he dies, but look towards bot. Dragon's going to be taken. Soul Point, excuse me, it's a bait. It's a second dragon for GiantX. And Lot getting the shove to the inner turret here is what the time bought.
I don't know how much you could really do with this though as GiantX. could maybe look for the dive. Jackie's is TP back into mid lane, but there's no real map pressure here, and now there's 5 members.
Look at him. Does Lot care? I mean, he'll just withdraw. There you go. GiantX back away a little bit. They got the damage down.
But you didn't get the tower, right? And KC haven't invested anything. Now Vladdy's able to answer the wave in mid. You don't have Jackie's ultimate to go for this, so they need to really hard force on this next play to get stuff, but they don't. Oh, 3 versus 5?
Well, they get cleanse onto Khalees. Let's see if it goes any further. Shove into the wall is good. There's damage from Noah. Public execution as well, but the hostile takeover slams Noah and Jun into each other until KC defend their turret. You are right, Dagda. There's a low health bar there, but defense is good as Jackie's. He's going to find the turret. Weaver's wall just zones off the minions.
So nothing really for the Atacon buff. You're held on with both Noah. I think you still has it and Jun, but that's not really the end of the world, is it? Okay, so they die for the turret.
Now we get it.
But I will say, that is like the easiest tier 2 tower to get on the enemy team. So if you've wasted the Atacon buff for that, I think
when
KC...
you have this buff, when you can move it into something like a Baron, you can set up for turn, and then you can bring the team fight in. There's none of that. They're on equal stakes outside of the gold, of course, as Nearly all out just pulls that point apart. Vladdy's caught. It's a great ult from Lot, who flashes away as Vladdy looks for his reset, but he won't get bailed out. Closer gets the kill. He runs away. There's a great poppy ult, and Yike is slammed against the wall. A double kill for the old KC jungler. And GiantX with a brilliant pick.
What a pick in the enemy jungle. Setting up immediately to now go towards the Baron. Khalees gets knocked to high hell as well, so there's just no one to try and answer for this. GiantX, that's exactly what they needed to do to blow up in this game.
We just snapped to top, and with that pick as well, you know, Vladdy sent packing. Curious to see where it came from, Dagda, as we look at the replay, but Baron down. 7k gold lead.
Enough of a gold lead that they're just outpacing any of the armor the KC can get. And now, GiantX stepping forward. First tower on this top side going to be falling.
That inner turret, I mean, Jackie steps up. It's 6 grubs again that's doing the work. Noah shows that as well. So another turret bites the dust. This Red Bull Baron power play is now about to move to 3k as Lot is just shepherding the cannon minion wave in. Yike helps clear it out, but look at what the cannon minion's able to do. That drops Sue, and there you go. The threshold of 3k has been broken as Jackie's is looking to shepherd another wave up in topside this time.
Going to use the quick Baron resets to come back out onto the map. Dragon is going on towards Dragon, so it will be at least another Baron, if not another Dragon, before GX close out this game.
Well, Dagda, should I say it? GiantX closing the game is a big deal.
It's still a very big gold lead, and also coming back towards like extra armor stacking starting to come in for key members on KC. So
Chains, cease and desist, flash away, good ulti from close. It means that Targamas can't get anywhere near the fight either, so they just turn for Yike, who is isolated from the rest of his team. Good damage out, but Jackie's went into the Hornet's nest and got stung.
Yeah, it just got completely caught out. I thought at that stage Yike was going to fall.
They've got some wards here to see who's moving behind. Baron's now going to start in Fog of War.
Yeah, you got Lot pushing in on that top end to make sure that the waves are at least in their favor. But this has gone down so quick. It's Kana. Yike can still get in.
Yeah, he can, but he's a little bit late. So ulti comes in as Khalees sends out his own, but Yike is just blown to pieces. Noah with the pick.
And nobody goes down. Good call from GiantX. They won't be spending time on their next turns. Jackie's just be careful he's not caught. Still the public execution available for Kana.
Surely Ambessa can't gap close that much. Oh yeah.
Yone versus Ambessa.
Yeah.
The eternal
4-item Corky now, who's helped by the rest of GiantX getting in this bot wave.
Vladdy just trying to get rid of the wave, but the Baron of creeps are not falling easy. The cannon not going to be able to take it down. Kana able to finish that one off, but a stiff breeze will blow over that bot lane turret, and now you got to deal with mid as well.
They're carrying in multiple waves, so GiantX with this Baron buff. You look at top, you look at mid now. Lot is just making sure this cannon does a bit of damage. Kana clears it out as this next wave in bot is going to be crucial. GiantX getting close to finally cracking the base in this game.
Still, just the cannon going to come through. So
Seismic Shove on to close, everything used, but the poppy ult from John was sexy, man. That was brilliant. Now any steadfast presence left over, you got to ask that from KC's angle as Noah pokes out rocket after rocket, and one sent out. A phosphorus bomb, if they're close enough, will hurt as well, but an inhibitor to drop down from GiantX. poking around, moving between things like the seismic shove, a double inhibitor to boot, make that 3 when top comes in.
Yeah, Jackie's going to be able to finish that one off. It feels like it's done and done in this game for KC.
Almost found it, but can he go any further? Lot cares not, and he flashes out at the end. Maybe I was wrong. GiantX getting a bit antsy, but they get the turret from it because 3 waves have added the pressure in as Jackie's underneath has to flash. He was a soul unbound, easily found. 3 inhibitors down, but GiantX like lost all their summoners.
Loss has TP'd into the middle of KC and now is immediately going to have to run away, but the base is just gone.
It is gone.
There's nothing left. Now, 2 and a bit minutes, you will get to respawn. Best this organization's ever placed is second in summer 2023.
Yep.
And they went 0-3 to open that week.
Yeah.
So we are in completely uncharted territories when it comes to GiantX right now.
A crazy start, isn't it? You know, G2 went 0-2. And GiantX are about to go 0-3. The ult sent in. Look at Jackie's, a fate sealed, and the deal gone with it as well. Target's ulti comes out late, but GiantX are taking no more damage. An all-out from Lot. When you ask, is there anything from the trolley? And GiantX in week 1 of the LEC will take not only the Lot, but they'll take KC down and prove that this team, with their roster swaps, could be looking at brand new horizons.